Live. Thank you very much for cars. Renault RS01. Thank God we're back live. No matter and we have now got started for the rolling start here. I do apologise if I am lagging or anything like that. It is raining out on track. And 15 minutes about to get going as Theo Daly disconnects from the session as well, which is a shame. And everyone is an absolute mile off as we get going here. 15 minutes underway. And Mummy Papa second. And down into turn one. Siege and third on the inside. Andy in fourth, trying to go around the outside with Sean, Alan K, Frank, Jesse, and Mays at the back. Crusher Brother leads. Oh, Mummy Papa decides to go down the inside of the Norwegian. Bit of Scandinavian rivalry going on there between those two. They go side by side. And Mummy Papa, I think, right to do that, he lets Crusher Bro through. And Crusher Bro now into the lead of this race, and the wet conditions normally do affect things here out on track. I'm just going to send a quick message. I was just replying to something, which is why my connection might have cut out. I do apologise. Right, we are back in commentary, and Crusher Bro leads the way, going around the embankment once again for the first time here in the Renault RSs. Mummy Papa about 4/10 of a second off as they come down into the braking zone of the chicane, who turns 9 and 10. And coming from turn 11, Mummy Papa looking strong at the minute. Crusher Bro leading, Mummy Papa second, Andy up to third now after Sean has dropped down. Siege, sorry, has dropped down kind of fifth, so Sean has gone past. The side by side action though in the meantime between Frank and Jesse. This is from 7th and 8th out on track, and Frank and Jesse, with Jesse going to be on the inside, and there is contact made slightly. Frank on the outside line, Jesse on the inside line, and Jesse has got that move done. He's up to P7, could get up to P6 as well with Alan K running off track in the meantime. Alan K rejoined safely with room given there by Jesse, who made the move stick, of course. The Crusher Bro leads. We are through the first few minutes here, well, nearly through the first 3 minutes here out on track, and Crusher Bro leads. Mummy Papa second, Andy in third, with Sean in fourth, Siege in fifth, Alan K in sixth, Mays in seventh. There's been some sort of contact actually happening. Mays, Jesse, Frank now. Yeah, there's been some sort of contact which we've missed out on track between those guys. Crusher Bro leading the way, 1.6, 1.7 seconds. Mummy Papa, Andy second and third as they come around the embankment once again for the second time here. 3 minutes into the race. 15-minute endurance race, as I alluded to in the first race, the Renault Roulette. And looking good at the moment for Crusher Bro out in front. Mummy Papa in second. Now under pressure from Andy, who's getting closer. And Andy under the braking zone, really close up to the back end of Mummy Papa. And Andy going off track there. Has to slow down if he doesn't want to gain an advantage. Because he did gain that, of course, sector 1. Through that same corner, in fact, on in the other race. In the last race there. But there we go. There we go. But Andy is closing in now. He's closing in nicely as they come through once again into lap 3. This is Crusher Bro leads, Mummy Papa second, and Andy in third. We're current top 3 under the braking zone. Mummy Papa runs wide. Andy running slightly wider, running on a slightly deeper line, I should say. Crusher Bro now getting away, and as Andy in these conditions like a duck to water at this moment in time, and the Norwegian getting away and looking good for another title. Of course, this is the first round, so we put up penalties, of course. No penalties picked up so far as we approach 1/3 distance here at Daytona. Fourth, Alan K fifth. Sean has dropped it somewhere out on track. He's now down to 6th. Nathan 7th, Jesse and Nathan, Frank in 9th with a little bit of contact earlier on. But Crusher Bro's looking good. 3.4 seconds out in front. Andy getting closer, I would say, to Mummy Papa. It's about 7/6 now, actually, and Andy gets close on the embankment. Fastest first sector, by the way, for Crusher Bro, 44.6 through the first sector. Now through the middle sector, are we going to see a fastest second sector put up for Crusher Bro? Comes through that thingy now, yeah, 39.1. As it says, my internet connection quality is not currently sufficient enough to broadcast gameplay, which is absolutely fantastic. Andy in the background, though, doesn't have Mummy Papa. This is for second, and Andy, in fact, sets the new fastest middle sector with a 39 flat compared to a 39.1 of Crusher Bro. They're going to go side by side into the final corner of turn 12, which is literally a flat out corner. You don't need to brake here at all. Crusher Bro, and he's going to have to go all the way around the outside here, but under the brakes. Brakes it nicely. Mummy Papa holds on to second at this stage. There are battles going on further down the field, nothing close enough as compared to this, however. Mummy Papa leading the way from Andy in second and third, getting very close to the back end. Thunderstorms have been due. I haven't seen any thunder yet out on track. So maybe there's no thunderstorms due here in Florida today. Of course, realistic weather is taken into consideration before the races actually unfold. So that's why we had a threat of thunderstorms here today. In Daytona, we do of course take the realistic weather every single round of Renault RS01s. Renault Roulette, on the other hand, is a different matter. Sandy just cuts the corner slightly there. On the apex, just taking a much deeper line than Mummy Papa ahead. He's lost a little bit of time. He's now out for a second, 1.1 seconds now. That gap's extended too, but Crusher Bro extending that gap further. 47.4 last time around. Mummy Papa with a 49.6. Andy with a 49.3. And in fact, Siege and Andy last time around. He's 2 seconds off the Scotsman, and Siege tried to close in. I will give an update, by the way, at the end of this stream about the Academy, the TTG Academy and the TTG Mini League that will be coming up next week. You will be seeing double me next week if you are a part of the Academy team, because you will be getting the support of me for your race from 8:30 and 9:15. And I'm going to be doing double duty because I'm commentating as well on Mini League 2, which I'm very pleased to bring you, as Mummy Papa has spun off. Mummy Papa has spun off. Whoa, could have been a bit of a dangerous rejoin now. He's going to have to keep low on the embankment because he's got Mays all over the back of him. Frank, Jesse has left the race. So Jesse's out of the race. He's the first casualty out of this race. Not sure what has occurred with him, sadly. As Sean tries to close in on Alan Kay. This is for 4th and 5th out on track. Alan Kay defending well off Sean, and definitely seems to me that Alan Kay has got used to these cars. We saw him struggling as Sean buries it nearly into the grass there. Ooh, good recovery. And Alan Kay, in fact, has buried it even further into the grass on the outside, and Sean is through. So Sean is up to P4, Alan Kay now down to P5. Out on track. We are through halfway here in Daytona. Alan Kay just got in the corner slightly there and behind. Crusher Bro leads the way at this stage, 6.3 seconds, looking very, very strong out in front. There's a battle going on for 7th and 8th. Mays and Frank getting closer, and Frank is all over the back of Mays as they come onto the embankment. Frank just over-racing himself slightly there, taking a much wider line, and he uses as much track as possible. A bit costly there as Mays just begins to pull away slightly. But now, Mays tries to close in on Frank. Frank tries to close in on Mays for 7th and 8th, and Mays now under pressure because Frank is all over the back of him. Oh, and Mays is off. Mays is off, takes the cones with him. Well, the cones is done to deserve that. So Mays is off, and Frank is up to P7. Gifted. As can my voice last 5 minutes is the first question. Second question is, will Crusher Bro win this race? I think the answer to both of those things are yes, for sure. The Crusher Bro leads 6.1 seconds quicker than Andy last time around. No surprise there really. Siege in 3rd, Sean in 4th. Alan Kay now dropping down to 5th. He's 1.4 seconds off Sean at this stage. Mummy Papa's dropped down to 6th as well. Disappointing from him for starting so highly off, and he's off again on the grass. Frank is going to keep it on the deep line here, and he is going to get the run off the corner, but Mummy Papa would stay ahead by about 1.5 seconds. Mays is now dropping off, and he's down to 8th after that mistake at the chicane. Leader, however, Crusherbo, comes onto the embankment, coming through sector 2. Or coming to the end of sector 2, I should say. But Crusherbo leads the way, as I say, 6.8 seconds that gap. It's easily the biggest gap. Probably out on track. In fact, the biggest gap out on track is Siege and Sean, 3rd and 4th, separated by 10 seconds nearly. There's nothing really going on, so let's just focus on the leader for now and talk about how the Norwegian did wrap up the championship last season, of course, in season 2, or in season 3, of course, now. With 4 minutes to go, Steele Daly rejoins the session, so clearly he must have disconnected on the rolling start, which is a shame. So where would he have been in this race? Then goodness knows who. Goodness knows where he would have finished. But Crusherbo currently out in front. Andy second. Siege in third. Siege beginning to get a little bit closer, I fear, to Andy. Slow the last time around, but consistently I think he's been quicker than Andy last couple of laps. Siege, 2.3 seconds off. It's not much. I think it was 2 seconds one time, so it might have just extended out slightly. As I begin to struggle. The drivers are already struggling out on track with the wet conditions. It's a bit of a double whammy going on here as Crusherbo leads the way, 6.2 seconds gap. I made a mistake actually last time around Crusherbo, unless he's just taken it quite easily given the conditions. And the 50 flat last time around, 49.9 for Crusherbo last time around. As I said, nothing really going on out on track. Andy has lost a lot of time though to Siege, and Siege begins to close in this gap. 1.6 seconds. That gap was closed by about 0.8 of a second as they come through the embankment once again. Crusherbo's coming through the middle sector of the chicane, just at the end of the middle sector. And Crusherbo 2.2 seconds slower this lap time, currently looking quite slow for Crusherbo at this stage. But we should be getting another 2 laps out of this race. We should be getting this lap and next lap time around. Theo Daly, by the way, has left the session. His car is in the Jesse's car, sorry, is in the pits as Andy tries to defend off Siege. There's nothing really, as I say, going on. It's just a case of trying to get the end of this commentary without my voice going. I think it's going to be the worrying one. Listen to the engine there, Crusherbo, really nice, powerful engine here in the Renault RSs. I love commentating on these, I've got to be honest, they're becoming my favourite thing on Project Cars 2. And speaking of Project Cars 2, I thought Crusherbo was just going to go off track there. Speaking of Project Cars 2, I've got a bit of an exclusive announcement at the end of this stream. I will be commentating on Gabba for another season. I've just let it slip, haven't I? Yeah, I will be commentating on Gaffer for another season. In the meantime, though, Sean... What on earth has happened to Sean? Mummy Papa all over the back of him now. And, in fact, sorry, Alan Kay has had some sort of mishap out on track. We haven't seen it, for the benefit of Alan Kay. We haven't seen it as Sean tries to defend off Mummy Papa, the 4th and 5th. At least we've got a battle going on out on track for you guys that are watching, the fabled 2 viewers that are watching us at this stage. Hopefully everyone's going to be enjoying this afterwards. 50 seconds ago, Crusherbo was already on the final, or already approaching the final lap. We're going to be about 25 seconds, I would say, towards the end of this race. So possibly we'll see top 3 possibly going on to the final lap. It's going to be very close between Sean and Mummy Papa as they come down the embankment into the second sector once again. Mummy Papa all over the back of Sean. A lot of spray now being kicked up out on track. Will be proving quite costly for some of these guys. They've got to keep those tyres warm as much as possible on very wet track. That's what I should be saying. If I could speak English, I'm not drunk, If I could speak English, then that would be much more beneficial. Sean is about to come across the line. I'm not sure if he's going to get this final lap, actually. Time remaining has clocked down to 0. So Sean across the line. Mummy Papa across the line. I have a feeling that he's on another lap here. Bit of a thingy. Frank thinks he's finished. Frank might have thinks he's finished. No, what? He's put the P5. What on earth? This is very strange. They're still racing. Oh, I think I called that a little bit too soon there. These guys are still racing out on track. We're on the final lap, and some of these guys have just messed up their positions. It's absolutely fantastic. Mummy Papa contact the back end and Maze there. Goodness me. Never seen anything like that before in a Project Cars 2 race, I've got to say. There's a first for everything. Crusher Bro, though, there's not a first for everything for him, because he's going to be picking up another win here in the Renault RS01s. Of course, had a great battle with Andy in the Renault Roulette just before we came live with this. And I do apologise for breaking it into 2 parts, or 3 parts now in this case, with the stream going down. Crusher Bro about to come around the final 2 corners now then, and Crusher Bro coming up to the line here in Daytona will win the RS01 Season 3 Round 1 has gone to him. So Crusher Bro has won. Andy is going to be in 2nd place. Scotsman coming 2nd best, with Siege chasing down in 3rd. So that's going to be your top 3. Crusher Bro, Andy and Siege, with Sean in 4th. After everyone's spinning out, probably cost Mummy Papa possibly a 4th place or 5th place there. Right behind Sean before he crashed. Sean across the line in 4th. Frank is going to be coming across the line in 6th around the embankment for the final time, as everyone else is as well and behind. So Frank will be coming across the line in 5th. Maze is going to be up to 6th after Mummy Papa's big failure. Maze in 6th. Mummy Papa, you can do it this time. You can do it this time. And yeah, not going to do it this time. Mummy Papa across the line in 7th, and Alan Kay will be coming across the line in 8th. The Irishman, Heather the Trier, he's only finished 30 seconds down in the end. Alan Kay across the line in 8th. The rain and the thunder well and truly in the air in Daytona as Crusher Bro wins. Andy in 2nd, Siege in 3rd, Sean in 4th, Frank in 5th, Maze in 6th, Mummy Papa in 7th, and Alan Kay in 8th. With Jesse retiring on lap 3 due to what I can only describe probably was a crash. I could only describe that as a crash. But impressive stuff from Crusher Bro. Very good win there from the Norwegian. I'm very pleased to bring you the action once again here tonight. But there we go, that is it. That is all I'm going to be bringing you here tonight for Project Cars. I know I can't give you any more action here tonight, sadly, but thank you very much for tuning in. I'm now going to go on voice rest for the next couple of days until you see me once again for TTL F2 on Tuesdays alongside Kieran McGinley. Do go and support Andy, by the way, tomorrow. AOR F1 commentary, Gaming Ali Munda, he's alongside for that. That is going to be taking place from, don't get me wrong, 7 o'clock I think AOR F1 is, for the PS4. So that is going to be fantastic to see. I'm probably going to try and watch that at some point. And yeah, next time from me, you will be seeing me for TTL F2. So that's next time you'll be seeing me on this channel. And then of course Mindy gets up this week, and fantastic to see. Have we got another race, or have we, or am I just completely and utterly thinking myself over here? This one will be fun. What? Have we got another race? No? Have we got another race? I'm confused. I'm utterly confused. Please, somebody. There's another race. Oh my god. Right. Yeah, my brain is not working here tonight. I'm not used to having 3 races and 2 streams and whatever. Numbers and that does get the best of me, honestly. Oh. Anyways. Seems you don't get told things these times, but there you go. better get going for a second race then. An unscheduled second race, I've got to be admitting, because I didn't know there was going to be a second race. So GG to some of the organisation that went on there. But yeah, we'll get going for another race very soon indeed. Yeah, so about to get going here. Again, 10-minute qualifying. Bit of a waste of time to be honest, but there you go. There you go. What can you do? What can you do? Oh, we're back here once again for Renault Roulette. It's just about as I was going to sign off the stream. We have got another race. I'm not sure if it was my fault for not understanding that we had 2 races or whatever, but there we go. I'll know for next week anyways. 10-minute qualifying going to be getting underway. We have got 10 drivers in, which is good to see. I think we've had Theo Daly return into the session. Yep, there's Theo Daly just coming out on track. So there we go. Andy's already picked up a grid penalty for a pit lane violation, so I'm not sure what has gone on there with the Scotsman. What on earth has happened there, I wonder? The only way to find out, really, as Theo Daly, Jesse, and the likes are out on track. One ball with Mummy Papa. I do apologise, I need to get my broadcast overlays up. Speedo and map is now up. Again, I'm not with it. I wasn't expecting the second race. Oh dear. Yeah, I think that was my fault, not reading the things properly, to be honest. Definitely my fault. Jesse, in the meantime, is first out on track. At least we've got some action out on track, which is good to see. But Jesse out on track. Jesse, about to come through the middle sector. And this is the second sector chicane. 2 races here in the Renault RS01, and thunderstorms are due this race. Thunderstorms are due this race. I was wondering why there was no thunderstorms in the first race, to be honest. Goodness me. But we are due thunderstorms for the second race, similar to the weather in Florida at this time. 2 minutes already done in qualifying, and nobody's setting a lap yet. But Jesse better come across the line to change that and start a lap. So we are going to ride on board with Jesse. Head on track. And I'm going to give a bit of engine noise for the first half of this race. I'm gonna, first half of this lap, I am gonna shut up a little bit. I'm gonna rest my voice up a little bit. And I'll probably be back with you as soon as he comes around the embankment, second sector. So, there we go. I do apologise, I thought I was going to give you engine notes, yeah. I might have muted my mic a bit there. I do apologise. But Jesse is on a lap, he's on the embankment now. Wipers going like the clappers. And Jesse on a lap, going through the embankment now. We've got quite a few drivers out on track. I think we're only waiting on Mace to come back out on track. He'll probably come out with about 3 minutes to go, like he did in qualifying for round 1. Jesse coming through the middle sector now. So middle sector now for Jesse. Looking good. About 30 seconds, I would imagine, if that. I am going to try and cope with another menthol, by the way. I'm going to put another menthol in my mouth, so if I do talk a little bit funny, I do apologise, but I have got a ridiculously bad throat now after 2 commentaries already. And this being a 3rd race, then hopefully I will get better soon. 1:48.2 for Jesse coming across the line. Got Frank on a lap. Got Mummy Papa better coming across the line. I'm going to get flurry of activity now. Mummy Papa goals hopefully quicker, and now Crushable just beats everyone to it. 47.5 there for Crushable ahead of Mummy Papa, Jesse, Sean, Andy, Alan Kay. Siege better coming across the line as well. Siege comes across the line, goes second, 5 tenths off Crushable. Frank on the embankment. We've got Theo Daly about to come across the line. Theo Daly across the line goes 7th, and Frank is about to come across the come around the end of the middle sector of the chicane. And good from Frank. Obviously the nice middle sector there. Frank about to come across the line very soon. We should see more improvements as well as the session progresses. We are halfway through here in qualifying. In this, what I thought was a weird race. I honestly thought we had 2 races tonight. I honestly thought that. That's my fault, that. But there we go. Frank about to come across the line though in the meantime, and he goes 6th ahead of Andy, who has got a place grid penalty loss because of pit lane violations. Lovely wet conditions by the way out on the track. There are thunderstorms due in realistic. We have got realistic weather on. There are rain at this time. If you are tuning in and you're from Florida, then have a look out your window and have a look if the conditions are right, because if it's sunny, then yeah, we've got the weather wrong, like we normally do in Britain. Like we normally do. Crusher Bro about to come around the final couple of corners, which on the embankment is turns 11 and 12. After turn 12, Crusher Bro across the line, he improved slightly, 200th improvement there from Crusher Bro. So 47.5 still, he improves again by 200th of a second. May's about to venture out with 4 minutes to go. He's a minute ahead of schedule. Unlike Northern Rail trains, he's a minute ahead of schedule. There you go, Crusher Bro out on top in this qualifying session. 3.5 minutes to go roughly. Crusher Bro out on top, Siege 2nd, Mummy Papa 3rd, Jesse in 4th. Andy in 5th, Jesse gone for a slight spin there. Andy in 5th, Sean in 6th. Andy, by the way, has improved that time, 49.3 for the Scotsman. Not as quick as some of the guys ahead of him though. Siege, Mummy Papa, Jesse. Sean down in 6th. Theo Daly 7th, Frank in 8th, Alan Kate 9th, and Mays. Yeah, the set lap has just ventured out the pits, of course. For 3 minutes to go in the session, and Crushable looks like he might be done in qualifying actually. He thinks, well, at least he's going to be coming out possibly very soon. So read into it and see what happens. Siege in 2nd. So we have got quite a few venturing into the pits. The rain conditions are going to get a little bit heavier out on track. Siege coming around the embankment now at the end. The start of the 2nd sector, I should say. Coming around the embankment now towards turns 8, 9 and 10, which is the chicane. And coming through turns 11 and 12, which are the 2 embankment corners. Siege just getting caught on the inside, could have been validated there possibly. Have to find out and have a look at that. 6/10 of a second separating. 6/10 of a second down on his time, and 6/10 of a second separating on those guys between 1st and 2nd as well. There's 2 minutes to go in the session. Andy and Crusher Bro not venturing out, I don't believe. I think they're done in this session, yeah. In fact, they are done. Siege better come across the line now. In fact, he has came across the line. He's 7 tenths down. Mummy Papa Jesse. Sean is only 1700 up. Andy got to improve. He's about to come around the embankment now in the middle sector. Should be seeing the final flurry of times starting to happen very soon for those guys that want to challenge the likes of Andy and the likes of Crusher Bro as well. It'll prove very interesting to see what happens with Sean now coming through the middle sector. Good. I wish we could do reverse grids in this game like on GT Sport World. Could do away with this qualifying. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting reverse grids, but there's no option for that in the game, which is a shame. Where the hell's Sean gone? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Right, we're back. We're back. We cool. We cool. Bit of stream lag there. Dear me, that's my fault, that. Which on with 40 seconds to go. Frank has also got to venture into the pits. We haven't had any sort of improvements really in position, looking at it. The Crushable out on top with a few of the guys actually coming around the embankment. Mummy Papa comes across the line, 500th off in the end. Jesse is just ahead of him out on track. Got Sean on a lap. We've got Theo Daly now coming around the embankment just behind the three guys are behind. I think we've got Maze on a lap just ahead of him. Yeah, Maze is on a lap just ahead. Better set his time. He's about to come across the line now, Maze. What's he gonna do? And he's slowest out of everyone, 51.3 for Maze. Disappointing, I think he'll be with that. Theo Daly about to come across the line now. Fuck you over here. Has came across the line. He didn't improve in that position. I am still here, by the way. I'm just trying to rest up my voice a little bit, so apologies if I do go a little bit quiet in commentary here. It's not my fault. It's not my connection fault either. It is just purely my voice beginning to die on me. Sean is on a lap. I think he's the only one that is on a lap at this stage, and Sean about to come across the line now in dampening conditions here in Daytona. Comes across the line now. And doesn't improve, so Sean doesn't improve. We're just waiting for everyone to go in the pits and then we should be ready to go. But Crushable out on top, it's Siege in second, and it's Mummy Papa in third as we about to go for the second race of the Renault RS01s. So we are just waiting for Alan Kay. He was still venturing around out on track. I didn't know he was still out on track. Poor Alan Kay. Apologies. Alan Kay about to come across the line then. And doesn't improve in the end. Alan Kay across the line there. Enough qualifying. Player score penalty for Andy, so he's going to be starting sixth. Otherwise, it's Crushable, Siege, Mummy Papa, Jesse, Sean, Andy, Theo Daly, Frank, Alan Kay, and Maze. Your top 10 out on track. And I'm not going to return to Race Central because that'll just bug me over even further, especially when I have to reconnect to the session earlier on with my disconnection issue that we had. But no disconnection going to be happening here under my watch. I'm about to get going for the rolling start. Let's get the speedo and the map up. My top three for this race, I didn't predict it in the first race, but my top three in this race is going to be Crushable, Jesse, Andy. That was my first, second and third there. I'm about to get going, as I say, for the formation lap. For the rolling start that will occur just before, and we're going to get ready for 15 minutes of racing once again. For round 2 of the championship, or race 2 here of round 1. I'm about to get going here for TTG Project Cars, once again for the Renault RS01s. And do you know what, I was going to say League of Europe there, but there you go. My brain not working as it should tonight. It really is not. Oh, and Theo Daly lagging already, which is a great sight to see. But we're about to get going here for 15 minutes of action here in Daytona. We're about to go green any second now. When we go green, and it is Crusher who leads them off. Siege in second. Jesse's already up to third. Good start from him. Mummy Papa. Oh, a little bit of contact going into turn one. There's been a huge contact. Mummy Papa's spun on the inside. There's contact galore happening. And it's a shame everyone outpacing himself. Field Daly is lagging quite considerably in fourth. But Crusher leads the way early. I think Andy was caught up in that early on as well. Andy was caught up in that earlier on, and Crusher is away. He is clear, the Norwegian, the defending champ, and the race winner of round one is leading this race. We're about 40 seconds in already. Siege, as they come through the first sector, it is going to be Crusher who leads the way. Siege in second, Alan Kay in third. Sean in fourth, Mays in fifth, Frank, Andy, Jesse, Mummy Papa and Theo Daly struggling, and I think he's either spun it or he's calling it a day possibly with his connection. Might have just realised, might be listening on in the background. Turn off your Wi-Fi if you are. Turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your phone or whatever was right beside you. But Crusher leading the way, 2.8 seconds, and already as they come into the second sector chicane, at the end of second sector, turns 8, 9 and 10. Oh, Crusher spun it! Crusher spun on the curb from the lead of the race. He's going to go backwards into everyone. Good job there's no crashes being occurred there. Whoa. Crusher just about gets away with things as well. And there he is, he's getting overtaken by Jesse. Interesting to see if he gains any speed as a result. Now he's in the slipstream with Mays and Andy all over the back at this stage. And then surely it's not going to be 4 wide, is it? Is it? It's going to be 2 by 2, Noah's Ark formation as they come through. And Crusher hangs on to third. Apologies, I'm just getting my voice arrested. I can feel it going, and Mays is off. Mays is off track. Siege now leads the way from Sean. Crusher after that spin now in third. 7/10 of a second separating this lead battle with Sean pressurising Siege possibly, but Siege just pulling away. He's got the pace over Sean at this stage. Oh, and Sean spun it! Sean has spun it, and Crusher pulls off. Goodness me. Everyone having trouble here in the second race. We've already had Mummy Papa into the pits. Field Daly is in the pits as well. And Siege granted an easy lead, 4.2 seconds. Out in front, Sean being overtaken by Jesse there for third. Andy's on the background, in the background as well. He's closing in the Scotsman. Could be 3 wide, could be 2 wide going into the chicane. Sean's going to have the inside line. Jesse turns into him. It's relatively clean. Jesse spun, Sean spun, Andy spun. Deary me. 3 in a spin. Sean comes out on top. Frank is out the third. This race, absolute madness early on. Absolute madness. And we're only on lap 2. Siege leads the way. The thunderstorms hitting the track quite heavily here. Siege is the only one that's kept it on the track at this stage. Crusher second, begin to chase him down now though. Frank in third with Sean in fourth. These two battling side by side down the straight. Oh, Sean off, Frank as well. Sean is off. He's down the inside. I think he got the move done in the end. Battle for the... It's all kicking off in behind. Absolute madness racing. And Siege leads the way. So we approach the 5-minute mark. Siege leads the way. 2.3 seconds. Being closed down by Crusher. In third is Sean. Frank in fourth. Jesse in fifth. Andy sixth. We have lost, I do believe, Jesse out the race. Have we? No, we haven't. We've lost somebody out the race anyways. Mummy Papa is the one that we have lost. Mays, Alan Kay and Theo Daly. We've still got Alan Kay. Has spun. And he spun on the curb. Spun on the cones. How did he do that? Absolute madness, as I say. producing tremendous racing, but the amount of contact that we're seeing, it's not really great to see. And again, I'm just going to rest my voice for a little bit. We'll leave you on board with Jesse and Sean. Jesse tries to close down Sean for 5th. Oh, what on earth? What on earth have we missed? What on earth have we missed? I've just stopped commentating for a minute, and what on earth has happened here? Maze is off, Sean off, Jesse off, Alan Kay off. My God. It is like racing the dream team at this stage. Honestly it is. It's absolute madness racing, as I say. If you're just tuning in, well, you've missed a lot. Let's just say you've missed a lot. Crushable spun as well somewhere out on track. Now, if this was F1, I've got to say, if this bears resemblance to Malaysia back in the day. Old Malaysia, F1 racing, absolutely unbelievable on track, but honestly, my God, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. We had one side of commentary with League of Europe, and that's just this. It's brilliant. It's fun, and it's just great to commentate on. Theo Daly back into the pits in the meantime. Alan Kay and Mays getting going. Oh, flash of lightning there. Out on track. Everyone getting the ponchos out. Well, probably would have had the ponchos out, but everyone now ducking for cover in the inside of the grandstands because lightning now in the vicinity of the track. Very hard. Alan Kay gets rid of the cone. Nice stuff. Cone is sent flying up into the air. More lightning strikes occurring as that is Andy off. Andy off. And Mays off as well. Goodness me. Like a sheet of ice they're driving on. It's like a sheet of ice. Siege out in front. Whoever's first is going to win this, it seems. Siege out in front. Crushable second. And I don't believe it. Frank has spun at the chicane. Frank has spun at the chicane. Sean is round as well. It's this chicane that is posing all the dangers here. Sean off. Alan Kay now spins it on the curb. Andy trying to feather through the throttle. Avoids Alan Kay going off. And Andy's now off. Mays is off. Goodness me. It's more who's keeping it on track than off track at this stage. Goodness me. We're more than halfway through anyways. For round 2 of the Renault RS01 Championship, Theo Daly lets do the lead of Siege. He's out in front by 10 seconds the gap. 10 seconds the gap. Mummy Papa's had enough. He's out of here. He doesn't see racing like this in Finland. Theo Daly's off track in the background there. The Crushable now coming through the first sector into the hairpin. Practicing nicely. Lightning occurring out on track. A danger to those. Jesse has left the session as well. But Siege out in front. I think that he's out in front, and it's honestly, I don't know what is keeping him from out on track, but he's leading. The mass advantage of 11.5 seconds now, only 12 seconds that gap, and Siege looking good from Crusher Pro in second. Let's see how he takes the chicane. Does he take a nice... he takes a nice feathering throttle there from Siege, and that is what you like to see. Follow Siege through there, and that is all you have to do. Crushable will try and attack this, I think. You watch, Crushable will try and attack this. No, feathers the throttle nicely. Down to 70 mile an hour coming through on exit. 70 mile an hour, and predictably floors it on the power, and he spun it. Crushable has spun it. I think it's Siege's race to lose now. Siege's race to lose. How many will he lap before the end if everyone keeps on going like this? Frank now through the chicane. Takes it nicely, feathers the throttle nicely, and is through safely. Sean is off. Sean, 3/5 excursion off track. Mays into the chicane now. Let's see how he's going to cope with it. Andy in the background with a flash of lightning. Mays coping up with it nicely. Andy not so much. And Alan Kay not so much either. It's like synchronised spinning in a county show here. Alan Kay and Andy spinning. Theo Daly's off at turn 1 as well. It's gone the way of Frank. Is that Frank off as well? Yeah, Frank is off. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. No surprise there is a yellow flag at turn 1. Siege out in front is just ruling the roost at this stage. It's honestly probably one of the most funnest and ridiculous races I think I've ever commentated on. There's spinners everywhere. And the guy in front, Siege, has got a 25-second lead. He's kept it on the track, which is what he should be doing. And Siege is going to win this. Siege is going to win it. It's simple as that, unless he spins. Which I hope he doesn't, for the sake of everyone that is watching. There's 1 or 2 viewers that is probably still watching us. Siege coming through. 26.4 seconds the gap. And it's just looking really, really good at this stage for Siege at this stage. 26.1. Let's see how Crusher Pro will take the chicane, shall we? Battle for 3rd and 4th actually. Frank and Sean separated by about 9/10. In fact, it's even closer to 5/10 of a second now, that gap. Frank losing time. See how Crusher Pro is going to take the chicane. Is he going to spin it? Cautious. 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 Throttles the power now, and Crusher Pro's through safely this time. Thank God for that. We have lost another driver out on track. Not sure who it is. Theo Daly it is. Theo Daly we have lost. Frank in 3rd is through safe. Sean is off once again. Listen to the stream. Listen to the guy that's trying to tell you how to take the corners. Through the second chicane they go. Through the chicane they go. Maze and Andy. Are we going to see synchronised spinning again? Maze is off track. Alan Kay off track as well. Both take the same line. Sorry, Maze has spun it, and Andy has made it through safely. So Andy makes it through safely. Maze doesn't. He spins, and there is Alan Kay. As we are slowly approaching the end of this race, as I say, slowly. It is literally one of the slowest races I've probably ever watched. Alan Kay is through safe this time. Big plus for him there. Back onto the embankment we go. Siege leads the way. It's 26.7 seconds. It's an easy gap to have for Siege. Crusher Pro not going to be winning this one. It's going to prove quite interesting. Thank God for realistic weather. I think that's what Siege is going to be saying after this race. Attacks it nicely. Must be surface water down on that chicane, which is causing all of these guys to spin. It's been absolutely ridiculous to see. But Siege is about to come across the line. We're going to have one more lap. Luckily, one more lap of pain for everyone out on track. And Siege will be leading them on to the final lap because we haven't got enough time to complete another one after this. So Siege is going to be on the final lap now. As Crusher Pro now comes through the chicane. Let's watch him. Let's watch him. He's okay, he's okay. He's taking the grass. He's taking the grass and he spun it. Oh, he's in the wall. He's in the wall. Frank is not through there any cleaner, to be honest. Frank struggles through there. Gains a little bit of time on him. Sean struggling through there. Oh, catches a bit of a half spin. He's okay though. Andy in 5th. Maze now in 6th. Alan Kay in 7th. They're just having a lot of fun now, those two. Alan Kay trying to get Maze on the inside here, as we are soon approaching 0. And Alan Kay is through on the inside of Maze, and he's up to P6. So Irishman is through, as running down the embankment. They've still got to go on to the final lap, of course. And Alan Kay and Theo Daly we have lost. We've lost Siege as well, so Siege is disconnected out of the race. And I don't believe it. Yeah, Siege is disconnected out of the race. What on earth has happened there to Siege? A look at as lightning struck his car. I'm clueless. I'm honestly clueless. Siege would have won that. Siege would have won that. Oh, Crusher Pro's off. Crusher Pro's off. Frank's off as well. Crusher Pro. Oh, Frank's half spun it. It could be Crushable's now to win. Siege has joined back, and it's so unfortunate for Siege. He was in the lead by nearly 30 seconds, and he disconnects on the final lap. Unbelievable luck. What a rotten bit of luck. And Crushable and Von Siege received the session in discuss. I would as well. But Crushable, if he can make it through here, he's going to be fine. He should be winning this race. Very fortunately, he should be winning this race. He's through okay. Frank takes the excursion route. Shaw managing to get through there okay somehow. We'll come in on Frank actually towards the line, but it's not going to be enough. Crushable coming around the final corner, one of the most fortunate victories he'll ever receive. That should be handed to Siege, I think. Crushable across the line. The luckiest win, the luckiest man alive has taken the win here in Daytona. Frank is going to be getting second. Across the line he comes. Sean going to be coming across the line in third as well. Good drive from him. Good drive from everyone to cope in these conditions. We're going to have 6 finishers. Andy is going to come out in front in fourth. He is just coming around the embankment now. Everyone else. Mays and Alan Kay better come through the chicane. Let's just watch it for fun. Mays coming around the chicane. He's through there okay. And Alan Kay, I think, has just decided to cut it and floor it. And yeah, you know what? I'll just floor it and try and gain some time on Mays. That's what he's done there. Andy across the line in fourth. And it's going to be Mays and Alan Kay we're waiting on for 5th and 6th respectively. It's Mays will beat Alan Kay to the line here for 5th place, and Alan Kay will be finishing in 6th place. Coming across the line. There we go. Fantastic stuff, and that is the racing now finally over and done with. Crushabro takes it from Frank in 2nd, Sean in 3rd, Andy in 4th, Mason 5th, and Alan Kay in 6th in the end. Oh, what an absolute mad race that 2nd race was. Goodness me. If only we had $1 for how many drivers could have spun there, then I would be a very, very rich man come the end of that. I'll be very, very rich indeed. Well, finally, I can now say we are at the end of this stream. There is no more racing due after tonight. After that race, Crushable will, of course, lead the championship into next week. Thank you, everyone, ever so much for watching TTG Project Cars here tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the disconnect as well, but thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and rest up now. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, for TTL F2, which will be me and Mr. McGinley in the commentary box, goodbye.